Have you ever woken up totally motivated to change your life, only to end the day eating chips on the couch, binging Netflix? Yeah, me too. I think we all have. That's because motivation is a spark, but it burns out fast. What actually carries us forward are habits, and that's what we're diving into today. Welcome back to Peace in Progress. I'm Mary Beth, and if you're new here, this is the channel where we talk about living with more clarity, peace, and intention, taking small steps at a time. In my 50 plus years of life, I've repeated this cycle more times than I can count. I get wildly excited about making a big change. Everything from a new fitness routine to a this time it'll stick journaling practice, or even something a little frivolous like a whole new clothing style or hair care routine. I'd go all in, buying the workout gear, the gel pens and the washi tape, the fancy shoes, the exotic hair masks that promise to turn my hair into a goddess level crown of glory, but really just made it smell like coconuts. And then after about a week, poof, motivation gone. The shoes live in the closet, and I'm back to my jeans and sweaters. The pens gather dust, and the hair mask expires in the back of the bathroom cabinet. Can you relate? If you're interested in topics like this, subscribe to my channel. I have so much more to share. So let's talk about habits rather than motivation. The truth is, habits are what shape our lives, not the occasional bursts of motivation. Motivation feels good in the moment, but habits decide where we end up in 6 months, a year, even 10 years down the road. James Clear, who wrote Atomic Habits, puts it perfectly. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. In other words, it's not the big vision that carries you, it's the everyday systems and habits that get you there. And here's the best part. Habits don't have to be huge or life-altering right away. In fact, it's usually the tiny ones that end up sticking and making the biggest impact. Think about it. 5 minutes of stretching every morning might not seem like much, but over time it changes the way your body feels. A short walk during your lunch break can give you a midday boost. Writing just 2 sentences in your journal before bed can really help clear your mind. And trust me, I've tested this one. I once decided I was going to have the perfect morning routine. You know, the kind you see in those YouTube videos, green smoothie, 20 minutes of yoga, journaling, affirmations, maybe even a gratitude walk at sunrise. Well, here's what actually happened. I set my alarm for 5:30, hit snooze 3 times, stumbled to the kitchen, and ended up journaling exactly 1 line. I'm tired. Then I ate leftover pizza instead of a smoothie and went back to bed. So yeah, that didn't stick. That's why I started focusing less on motivation and more on habits that feel doable. And that's what I want to share with you today. So number 1, start embarrassingly small, like ridiculously small. If you want to start meditating, commit to 1 minute. If you want to write, start with 1 sentence. Lower the bar so much that it's almost impossible not to do it. Because the win isn't doing it perfectly, it's in showing up. Number 2, stack your habits. Pair a new habit with something you already do without thinking. For example, if you always make coffee in the morning, start stacking 2 minutes of journaling while the coffee brews. That little trick makes the habit automatic, like it belongs in the day. Number 3, focus on identity, not outcomes. Instead of saying, I want to run a marathon, say, I'm becoming the kind of person who moves her body every day. That shift is powerful because when your habits match who you want to be, they feel natural instead of forced. Now, here's something I wish I'd learned earlier. Missing a day doesn't mean you failed. It just means you're human. Too often we think, well, I blew it, so I may as well just give up. But one skipped day doesn't erase the progress you've made. It's the returning to the habit that builds resilience. It's like falling off a bike. You don't throw the bike away. You get back on, maybe wobble a little and keep going. That's how real change happens. So here's what I want you to try. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for consistency. Ask yourself, how many times this week can I realistically show up for this habit? Even if it's 3 out of 7, that's still 3 more than before. Progress doesn't have to be all or nothing. And now I want to give you a couple of journal prompts to reflect on this. What's one habit I want to add that excites me? What's one ridiculously small step I can take today to begin that habit? And who do I want to become through this habit? Take a moment to pause and jot down your thoughts, or come back to it after the video. Here's the beautiful thing. You don't need perfect motivation to change your life. You just need small, consistent habits that quietly stack up over time. Motivation will come and go, but habits, they stick around and carry you when your spark fades. So what habit are you going to start today? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to cheer you on. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I hope to see you next time.